but that beauty comes at a difficult price. Here are some actors who hate their superhero costumes. Tom Holland. The Spidey suit may look great, but feels uncomfortable for many different reasons. Tom Holland remarked that it was incredibly skin-tight, hard to put on, and made action scenes difficult to film. On top of all that, he couldn't take a bathroom break without taking nearly all of the suit off. Chadwick Boseman. The Black Panther suit is made of spandex, and the material is so tight that Chadwick Boseman required assistance in order to put it on. It doesn't stop there, though, as it was suffocating enough to induce anxiety attacks and was hot enough to make him sweat constantly. Paul Bettany. Vision's design is stellar, but it isn't easy to bring it to life. Paul Bettany spent nearly 2 hours having makeup and prosthetics applied to him before a rubber headpiece was glued on. It actually restricted his hearing so much that they poked holes in the headpiece so he could hear sound cues. Christian Bale. Batman's outfit has constantly been dubbed uncomfortable by actors playing him, and it isn't that hard to see why. It's a full-body suit that clings to the skin along with a heavy helmet. Christian Bale himself stated that it is tight, poorly ventilated, and induced headaches. Anthony Daniels. C-3PO's costume is a challenge in more ways than one. It was made of plastic and consisted of different parts put together, making it unfit for sudden movement. Anthony Daniels particularly struggled with the hot conditions during filming, as the costume would heat up easily and break even easier. Scarlett Johansson. Black Widow's outfit is so tight and warm that it gave Scarlett Johansson skin problems. She sweated buckets and had to wring out her socks every day. She even hallucinated and came close to a heat stroke while recording. It also got damaged easily, so it had to be replaced every couple of days. Robert Downey Jr. In the first Iron Man movie, Robert Downey Jr. had to wear a full Iron Man suit. It was extremely heavy and claustrophobic, and the helmet had LED lights inside that actually blinded him. Thankfully, in future films, they resorted to using motion capture and didn't have him wear the helmet anymore. Gal Gadot. Wonder Woman's suit may look wonderful, but it had a corset so tight that it actually suffocated Gal Gadot. She originally didn't even say anything because she was so excited about the role, but it was eventually adjusted when people noticed she was breathing heavily during filming. Anne Hathaway. Anne Hathaway found Catwoman's costume to be difficult to work with during filming, even going so far as to call it a psychological terrorist. It was made out of tight leather, making it difficult to breathe and move around. She even went to the gym for 10 months just so she could fit in it. Ryan Reynolds. The original suit for Deadpool was so tight that it had to be remade specifically to fit Ryan Reynolds. Even then, he had no shortage of problems with it. It was still incredibly warm and difficult to breathe in, even when he worked out in an attempt to make it fit. Elizabeth Olsen. Elizabeth Olsen has expressed that the Scarlet Witch's costume made her uncomfortable during recording sessions. Notably, she thinks it's ridiculous that she is the only superhero with visible cleavage, that combined with the tight corset makes filming action sequences physically and mentally difficult for her. Chris Evans. Captain America's suit is difficult to move in for prolonged periods of time, and the helmet gave Chris Evans constant headaches. Because of the tight fit, it also made it difficult to hear. Bulking up for the role itself was also a tough endeavor and even led to Evans injuring some of his muscles. Rebecca Romijn. For Rebecca Romijn, the role of Mystique was almost like a living nightmare. The blue paint and prosthetics alone took up nearly 8 hours, and she was completely naked under all of it. Going to the bathroom was also uncomfortable, as the blue paint could and would stain everywhere she went. Jennifer Lawrence. You'd think that they'd have learned from before, but Jennifer Lawrence didn't have it any easier acting as Mystique either. She was still subjected to the blue paint method until she got an allergic reactions from it. It was only then that they made a bodysuit specifically for her.